What's up, guys? So just a couple hours ago, OpenAI just dropped another nuke on us with their operator agent and their operator agent API, which is what I'm even more excited about. And this absolutely changes everything once again. I hate to be a broken record, but all of these new announcements are absolutely shocking. And in this video, I'm going to break every single thing down. So let's dive into this video, and like and subscribe if you're new, drop a comment, and let's get into it. So in today's video, we're going to break down the operator agent. We're going to go through a couple of its use cases, and I'm going to talk about some of its cool features that you may not have even heard about. Next thing we're going to do is talk about how the operator agent API is going to change the game for no-code developers and what that means. We're going to finish off the video by showing you guys real use cases of the operator agent API that I'm going to start creating for my own software applications. Right now we have 3 software apps: Clonify, StockTalk, and Flipify, and all 3 of them can benefit from the operator agent API. And so we're going to talk about that in depth today as well. So I'm absurdly excited because the fact that they even spoke about the operator agent API coming out is really, really cool. Now let's talk about the operator agent interface. It looks exactly like the ChatGPT interface. The only difference is that this operator agent uses its own screen. Another way to think about it is that this AI model has its own computer that can do whatever you ask it to do. And this computer that the AI model has access to, if you log into all of your social apps, all of your software apps, it can then do all of the things that you want to do in your day-to-day life. And so our workflow is going to change, but also our capabilities are going to change with agents. And so the first thing that I want to show you guys is the first example. Now here we're trying to book a reservation at this place called Beretta's in San Francisco, and they're using the OpenTable app to do so. And so on the left-hand side, we can see the agent actually going through its process. And what this agent does is it takes screenshots and analyzes the screenshot to figure out what to do next. And so the first thing that it did was search up for this restaurant in the state of Virginia. And that was actually a mistake because this restaurant is actually in San Francisco. And that leads us to the first cool feature of the operator agent, where you can give it specific instructions that are relative to you. So right here, guys, in the custom instructions, we can see that the user gave the agent the information of where it lives, just so that when it does do these searches, it's always accurate. Okay, guys, so the next prompt that this agent gave us after asking to book the reservation is the closest available time that a reservation at this restaurant is available. Meaning it successfully searched this entire website, found the reservation, found the right restaurant, and checked for the exact time, and it wasn't available. And the closest one was 7:45, and that's why it sent the message, because that's the next thing that it actually needs feedback from. Now, use case number 2, guys, is showing off the multimodal capabilities of the operator agent, because the user is sending in an image of a grocery list that they want to get done. And so they're going to use Instacart to get this done, and they're going to also prompt the AI with the specific grocery store that they want the agents to use. And so the grocery store is called Gus, and they used the Instacart app to actually get this done. The next thing the agent does is ask if it got any of those instructions wrong. If it got it right, then it's good to go. And so this is a really cool example of the agent thinking in real time. Here it's going through the website and it's showing all of the steps that it did in 2 minutes in time. And what you can do as the user is select each step in its thinking process to actually see what it's doing on the screen. So here we can see this cursor move up real quick, then exit out of the egg search, take another screenshot, know that it needs to type in the word spinach, and then it searches up the word spinach. Then it gets the list of all of the different types of spinach that are available, takes a screenshot, selects the right one, sees if that's correct, adds it to the cart, and then moves on to the next step. You don't get any of those prompts. The only prompt that you get is the final message saying that all of the items have been added to the cart and if they want to proceed. This is where they show off another cool feature of the operator agent, and this is the take control feature, where you can actually take control of the AI's mini computer and you can change some of the things. And computer use on Claude had that feature as well, but right here you guys can see that once the user changed something on the screen, we can now send a message back to the operator to let it know exactly what we did. And so in this case, they just added more eggs to the cart, and now it's good to place the order for delivery. The last thing that they showed off here, guys, is the fact that you can run multiple different operations at the same time, or something that they called parallel operations. And so in this first prompt, they were checking for tickets at a basketball game, and then they're going to end up opening another tab where they do another operation, another tab where they do another operation, so on and so forth. So this one's looking for a tennis court the next morning, and then the one after that, they're going to get like some cleaning ladies and stuff like that. And these are all things that you can do at the same time. And so if you're like on a walk with your watch, you can prompt the GPT model with your watch to do all of these things. It'll prompt you back with those questions. It won't actually prompt you with all of those steps. And so our work is going to change as well. But now that we spoke about the use cases that the team showed us, this is what I'm really excited for, the operator agent API and all of the use cases. So we're going to get into the 3 software companies and how we're building operator agents for each software companies. I'm going to explain exactly which type of operator agent we're going to build and all that fun stuff. But I really want to quickly explain what this means for the entire world of SaaS. And so software companies that add computer operating agents into their softwares are going to be the new leaders. I want you to think about video editing platforms for a sec and the one that you use, whether it's CapCut, whether it's Adobe Premiere Pro, whatever you use, right? Those companies are always competing with each other. But editing takes a lot of time. Imagine if editing could be completely automated with an editor agent that edits your videos and completely creates them for you. That's a huge competitive advantage. And so the company that creates that in the editing world will be the leader in the editing world. And this ties to every single industry in the world. And so let's talk about how we're going to tie them to our softwares. So let's open up Flipify real quick. So this is Flipify. It's still in beta, but the goal of Flipify is to help the users buy and sell used cars at a profit and scale their business in that way. Now, imagine in this platform, we had 2 agents that used the operator agent API. The first agent is the buying agent that buys cars that you know are guaranteed winners at guaranteed price points. So let's say a winning price point was like a $5,000 2012 Honda Civic. And every single time you buy a 2012 Honda Civic for $5,000 or less, you're able to successfully flip it. Let's say your data told you that. Now you can send that agent to go and buy as many $5,000 Honda Civics in the year 2012 as humanly possible in your city. We're going to build another AI agent called the selling agent, and this agent is going to try and sell the $5,000 car for $6,000. And it's just going to do that nonstop 24/7 by using its own screen and using its own social medias. Let's talk about Stock Talk real quick. So Stock Talk is a high-level analytics platform that brings in a ton of different stock information and tells you basically everything from insider trading to revenue, profits, all that stuff, like dividends as well. So in this example, we're going to bring up Tesla really quick. So here we have Tesla, right? But like, let's say there's a price point that I know I'm going to buy Tesla at. Let's say it's like $300, but I don't want to always be on my screen looking for when that $300 price point happens. Well, I can set up this agent to have access to all of my stock information and my wallet to actually go and buy a set amount of stocks when it hits a certain price. Another way that we can do this is we can create an agent that has its own wallet and its own investing strategy that we deploy. So we would create an agent with its own wallet and we would give it like a super high risk investing strategy, and we would send it out into the world and we would see how it does and we would learn from all of those results. This is just a quick example of how the entire investing world is going to use computer agents, but now we're definitely going to use it for our applications as well. But we also have one more, guys, and that's Clonify. So Clonify's goal is to basically become your personal brand clone builder. And so you can clone yourself, you can clone other people, you can clone products. And what that allows you to do is create content at scale. But the only problem with these videos that you're creating of celebrities or yourself or your products is that editing is still a pain in the ass. And so the way that we can level up Clonify is by creating templates that agents can create. And so imagine a high-level video template that an agent knows how to create from something that we trained it. And every single time you put in your video, this agent outputs a high-level edited video that would have cost you like $20 to $30 to hire someone else to do. So these are all things that can be done with this operator agent API because it has access to our screen. So this is unbelievably exciting, guys. And so to finish today off, I just want to let you guys know that this is a guarantee that there's going to be an explosion of operator agents that do very specific human tasks. And you're going to start hearing about agents that started with $10,000, went into the crypto world and turned it into millions. You're going to hear about agents that built their own e-commerce brands and all this stuff. And our goal is to just get behind all of that and be ready for when we get our hands on this API. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one.